Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another What's Happened weekly live chat roundup show. The best thing on telly on a Sunday night, apparently. Not my words, the words of my kids. I forget who said that, but someone very kindly said it. Anyway, great to see you all here. Let's see who that is. We have Noel McGrath, Niall Simpson, Jean-David Parry, Kev Stephen, Torana Martinison, Ring Visser, Paul Trilk, Dave Standing. Great to see you all. Unsurprisingly, Noel McGrath, first thing he says, is Emma in the house? Nope, she's out, Noel, so you may as well log out now. She's not likely to be here at all in this one. And actually, this is, or should be, quite a quick one, because I don't have an awful lot to talk about today. And I'm supposed to be getting the Christmas tree up so that when Emma comes home, we can put the decorations on it. Anyway, Darren Hunter's here. Paul Elliott Kowalczyk is here. Darren, of course. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that face was a bit of a spoiler alert for what the review is going to be for Wine of the Week. Right, why is the text white on white? Which text would that be? No idea. That was from Rink Visser. I don't know. What are you seeing that I'm not? In fact, that's a good point. Can everyone check that the timing's good? Sorry, the sound's good, and if you can see everything okay. Clearly, Rink's not seeing text very well. Right. Anyway. Kev Stephen, come on, Wine of the Week, and then shut down the stream. I will do Wine of the Week in a second, Kev, hang on. Steve Newton, can't see anything. Oh. Ring Visser, colour. Are we having problems tonight? Torana Martinison, good evening from a very snowy... where are you? Norway. I think you're in Norway, aren't you? Simon Gregory's here, snowy Norway, yep. Confirmed. Noel McGrath still pulling confused faces. Are you not getting anything though, or is that a sort of disappointed emoji because Emma's not here? Evening Gordon Jackson, Dave Standing. We'll be back soon. Can't watch it all live, I'm afraid. I'm disappointed. I will actually get onto some actual content in a minute, but I thought I'd try and get ahead of the comments this week. Nadia Mentz is here, Damon Bates is here, Ian Elston's here, Jason Arblast is here, Gordon Sloan's here, great to see you. Darren Hunter, weekly sometimes, yeah, you're right. My introduction was wrong, wasn't it? The almost every Sunday, almost weekly thing. Darren Smith's here, good to see you, Darren. Kev, my heart sort of skips a beat every time I see you've commented, Kev. He's got a cracking vino this week. Grapes have been crushed with people that have athlete's foot taste shit. Kev, I told you that in confidence. Right, I might as well do it. Right, anyway, so this wine of the week is the last in my trio of Cacciata bottles that I got. And this sounds really ungrateful because this was a gift from my son, but he actually was given it for free anyway. So this one is the Montepulciano d'Abruzzo Denominazione di Origine Controllata. So it's made from the, obviously, the Montepulciano grapes, which, as everyone knows, is grown in the hilly section of Abruzzo on terrain sloping down towards the sea, which, in my opinion, is what gives it its flavour. It's that slope. Cacciata is a wine for all occasions, I would agree, and goes particularly well with pasta and meat dishes. Right, so, anyway, I have already had a sip of this. It's been disgusting. It's vinegary, pissy, just not very nice. I left it for a while to breathe, hoping that would somewhat improve it. Nah, not great. Anyway, that's Wine of the Week done. There you go, Kev. Night. Hey, Jason, good to see you. Olaf Bonk is here. Right, Damon Bates, good evening. Was just about to go out and get wine. Right, Damon, now you know what not to get. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what, I haven't finished with Wine of the Week because I went on a little jaunt today on my gravel bike, and we have a vineyard not more than 400 metres in that direction. the Godstone Vineyards. So I thought it only right that I pop in there, grab myself a bottle. Unfortunately, they only do sparkling wine, and I'm not a fan at all. So I bought a bottle anyway, just to support the local economy. But I won't be opening it. I don't think anyone in my family particularly likes sparkling wine. I know it's kind of all the rage at the moment. It's a trendy drink, but hey ho. So anyway, I'm not going to test that one. Just thought I'd let you see it, so that I could brag about the fact that I went out on my gravel bike today. Darren Hunter, F Christmas. Why? What? Are you talking about me? Ah, Darren, that's sweet. Is that because you know I'm going to have to rush through this so I can go and do my Christmas tree? Noel's gone because Emma's not here. Brian Roder's doing the Alp Dash race. I wouldn't expect anything else, Brian. I'm surprised you even had the time off the Alp to make that comment. Gordon Jackson, never. You don't do quick. Well, I know, but I try. Sometimes I really, really try. Ian Elston, cheers. Cheers, buddy. Darren Hunters, who's that in the corner? Are you talking about Pookie? Or did someone just walk in? You might have seen Obi in the background. He's sleeping on my bed behind me. Or are you trying to scare me into thinking Mrs. Neal's come home early? Martin Overweg, great to see you. Olaf Bonk, thanks for your thoughts regarding the Wahoo headwind, guys. Yes, there was a lot of feedback on the Wahoo headwind. I think it's unanimous that it's really good, but also unanimous that it's extraordinarily pricey. I'd really like one just for neatness and efficiency, but the fan that Paul Elliott Kowalczyk sent me, I can't see why anyone would ever need any more than that. And I'm a hot, sweaty mother. I really am. So, and you know, I think you'll all agree. My performances on Zwift have dramatically improved since Paul sent me that fan. So again, Paul, legend. Steve Newton. Canal was told stream had not started. Canal was told stream has not started. I'm not quite sure I get that, but reading between the lines, I'm thinking you got some kind of message saying the stream hadn't even started, when in fact I've been waffling for a good 6 or 7 minutes now already. It's great to see you here anyway, Steve. Dave Standing, all is clear, sounds good in Melton. Great stuff. That is my target audience, the Melton community. So that's good to know, Dave. Mr. Bailey's here. Stephen Moon's here. Fluent. Not sure what language, but fluent on the wine reading. Well, do you remember the little white lie I told my wife when we first met 25 years ago, that I was born in Italy, and this is indeed an Italian, Montepulciano d'Abruzzo. So it just flows naturally now since I've been practicing that lie for years. Damon Bates, I only look at percentage for wine these days. To be honest, I just go down the aisle. I know the top rack, out of my question. Second rack, only if I've just been paid. Third rack, yeah, maybe. Bottom rack, that's where my eyes tend to head. Screw tops, bottom rack, straight along there. That's how I judge a wine. Darren, Mike Pickering, evening all. Darren Hunter, that's not what Emma said. Oh, God. I'm not even going to scroll up to see what that's in reference to. Is it? I don't know. It could be any one of the above comments. I'm not going to humour you this time, Mr. Hunter. Olaf Bonk, once you've used the headwind, you won't want to switch back. I can imagine that is very much the case. There are so many overpriced things in cycling, but as soon as you use them, you wouldn't want anything less expensive. Steve Newton, yes. All right, okay, so you got a message saying that I hadn't gone live. Well, it's good to know that you're catching up with the comments and now know that I am live. Otherwise, you wouldn't have responded with that, if that makes sense. Okay, Kevin, Lucifer, Stephen. What was that reference to your biking? Don't do quick. Thought it was a bit harsh myself. No, that wasn't a reference to my cycling at all, Kev. I do quick, just not over long distances, on steep gradients, or in inclement weather. I'm a killer on a 4-second sprint. I think I've demonstrated that recently. And Leque, and Quan Le. I really should get your name right, but you're just Monsieur Leque in my mind for some reason. I don't even know why you're French in my head. That's all it is. Cheers all. Whoop. Cheers, Leque.
I'll persevere with this wine because it's wine. Stuart Woodsill, have I won the hat yet? Aha, I'm coming on to that, Stuart. We're going to do another draw for the hat. What I've done is I've put everybody's name that's done at least one round of the league so far, and a few others that aren't in the league that I know wanted to be in with the hat, in with the chance for the hat. And I did some practice runs, and I did 3 of them. The first one was Andrew Lawrence, so the likelihood of you getting it, Andrew, is now reduced by the fact that I did it already. But even less likely is Craig Sibbald, who won the next 2 spins. If he wins the 3rd one, I'm going to have to question whether there's something faulty about my spinning wheel. Ring Visser, hi, did I win the beanie already? No, not yet. You never know. Darren, the hat is a lie. It's clickbait. Oh dear. Gordon Jackson, did I win the... Right, no one's won the hat yet. Jeez, should I just do the hat? I'll do the hat and then I'll catch up with the bloody comments. As soon as I do the hat, you're all going to be like, catch up with the comments. Right. Here is our hat wheel. You will notice just there is a picture of Mr. Noel McGrath. I have a brilliant picture of him in his hat, which I will share with you now, I think. Why not? So this is what you stand to win. If you have ever dreamt of looking that good, there's only one way to do it, and that is by winning the quite magnificent, exclusive Jason Masterman limited edition WKG Super Beanie, as it is now officially known, because I just made that up. And here, very beautifully modelled by our very own Noel McGrath. Anyway, I thought I'd put his picture in the spinning wheel instead of his name, so just for shits and giggles. Right, here we go. Without further ado, what I will do, actually, the sound thing's not working, so I'll do the ticking sound because it adds to the drama. I'll do it myself. 3, 2, 1, and spin. No, oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Go on, Jamie. Decaz. Martin Grinstead. Chapeau. Congratulations. Well done. You have won the Money Can't Buy Jason Masterman hat. Please get your details either to me or directly to Jason, and that will be shipped out as soon as. Well done, my man. And apologies to Andrew Lawrence and Craig Sibbald for dramatically decreasing their chances of winning. Just, do you know what, just out of curiosity, I'm just going to have to see who comes up this time. Because if it comes up with the same name again, something's clearly wrong and we might have to do a... Well, no, we won't, because that was just a one-off spin. Anyway, I just find this kind of exciting. So here we go. I feel really sorry for Giles Blundred. You were one spin away, my friend. Anyway, well done, Martin Grinstead. You've won the hat. Right, can we shut up about the hat now? Right. Yes, so Noel, you could win another. But what I was expecting, because my name's in there as well, as is Jason Masterman's and Darren Hunter's. And the reason for that is if it landed... Oh, and Aki Mott's. If it landed on anyone that's previously won a hat, Jason Masterman gets a prize from me. I don't know what it would be, but probably socks or a bottle. Anyway, so yeah, your names are in there. Right. Hey, Snorefeli's here, the Vela Vikings. Sean Lowe is here, the Woody Macoca. Right, let's go back. Oh, Martin Overweg's here. I've already said that. Hello, Stuart Woodsell. Sorry, dude. I did my best to try and win you the hat. I know how desperate you are for it. Didn't happen this time, man. Martin Overweg. What distance do you have between headwind and bike? I'm in my man cave. I don't think I would have enough room to set it up properly. I think I'd have that problem. I struggle with the fan I've got. I've put it about as far away as I can physically manage in this room. And it's on the lowest setting. It's phenomenally effective. So I can imagine what a headwind must be like. Andrew Lawrence. Hi, Marcus. Why are doing Surrey Hills Monday? Best chance for points Tuesday night. I put my name down I always do just put my name down. Not necessarily going to do it, I'll be honest now. But had I not had the time to do the live stream here tonight, I was planning on doing a live cat race live stream tomorrow night, just very slowly. So yeah, that's why my name was down. I probably won't do it, I'll be honest with you. I don't expect many league, if any, league racers to do it. I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit. I don't know if it's loud for you, but it's actually seems to have just bumped up in volume for me, so I'm shouting a bit. Mr. Bonk, so when is the WK meetup in Mallorca? Oh man, it's on the list, and it would be very high up the list if it was entirely up to me. But we seem to have a disproportionate contingent of Norwegians in our group, and it seems only right that we head to Norway for our next overseas trip. And it's not just for that reason. Some of the cycling over there looks absolutely amazing. But Mallorca is on the list. I think I put the list up the other day. We've got Mallorca, we've got... I really want to do Ireland. I watched a video the other day where it did the... I'm not sure which coast it was, but it was a couple of 1,000 kilometres over a week or so. Just looked a phenomenal ride. There's the east coast of America, Florida kind of way. I'm missing really obvious ones, aren't I? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, there are others. But Mallorca was one of them on the list. Ring Vista, change the font to black. I don't know which font you're referring to. Is anyone else having problems reading the comments? They're appearing fine on my screen. So let me know if that's a problem for everyone else. Simon Gregory, if James Bailey wins a hat, I'm going to go mental. I'm right. I know. He is in there, but yeah, I probably would have just quickly pressed the spin button again if it had stopped. Look, on that last one, look, he's only 2 away. He doesn't deserve one, let's be honest. If he lets me beat him up the Alp, he doesn't deserve anything. Noel McGrath, oh, I could win. Yeah, done that one. Snorefully, hi, I'm a bit late. That's all right. Better late than never. Where have I gone with these? Gordon Sloan. Wow, that's a lot of names. Yeah, we've got a lot of bloody riders in the league, which is the only reason I'm not doing very well in the points, because there are a lot of other riders. Anyway, Mr. Newton. By the way, Catherine popped in yesterday, and the plot the other night on Out went to plan. Yeah, I had 2 theories about that. One, which turned out to be correct, that basically they were pacing each other, Mr. and Mrs. Denton, keeping me at bay, playing with me a little bit, and then boom. My other theory, which has been proven to be incorrect, was that after Catherine had finished, she jumped off her bike, kicked Keith off, who was clearly in a bad state, hanging onto my wheel for dear life, jumped on, and then out-sprinted me to the finish. Apparently that's not what happened. Apparently. I'm just winding you up the Hoff. LeQ, should I open this Barolo bottle from 2011? Probably a bit of a waste, because I am trying to keep this quick. I know I've been going for apparently 22 minutes and 50 seconds already, but a few minutes of that was dead air. Martin Meadows, recently married Mr. Martin Meadows. Great to see you, man. Stuart Woodsell, geez, Jason has some hats to knit. Yeah. He enjoys it. This isn't like some kind of slave labour. It's therapeutic as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen if you're here watching, Mr. Masterman, but if you are, you have started something. There are some very appreciative, grateful, and kind of desperate WKGers all waiting for a bright orange bobble hat. So get your needles out. I think you've actually done a couple already. So we've got a couple more spins to go over the next couple of weeks. So there we go. Stuart Woodsell, geez, Jason has... Oh, no. Congratulations to Martin Grinstad, yep, for winning the Money Can't Buy exclusive Jason Masterman special edition WKG woolly bobble hat. Mr. Bates, heading out to get some Savignon. Yeah, alright, Savignon Blanc. See, I'm not that ignorant with wine. So a Savignon Blanc, as it's correctly pronounced, I believe, before the shake start. We'll watch later. Hey, Clampy's in the house. Good to see you, man. Look you. I've never seen Martin Grinstead. Let's not all start conspiracies. Look you. Come on, man. He's there. He's raced. He won a... He didn't win a race, but he competed in a race. Do I have to go to the league table? Neil Clamp. Sorry, I'm late. Can you start from the top, please, Marcus? Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this almost every weekly show, roundup, review, chat show. What's happened? Wine, hat spin, someone won, a bit of abuse from Kev. There you go, Clampy, you're up to date. Right, Gordon Jackson. Does Giles... Oh, hang on. Does Giles win the next one? I should, but then if I was going to play by those rules, Andrew Lawrence should have won this one, Craig Sibbald win the next two, and then Giles. Sorry, Giles. I know it's mean, but... Darren Hunter, bottle of cheap fizzy... What? Oh, this is jumping around all over the place. Bottle of cheap fizzy plonk for Jason, for JM. I think that's Jason Masterman. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, if you win, or if me, Darren, Noel, or yourself, or Akimot win the spin, you will get only drunk a quarter of it, bottle of this beautifully delicious Cacciata Montepulciano d'Abruzzo. That's from the heart, buddy. Kev Stephen. I know of a sticky draft, but now a sticky wheel. I'm not. Right, look, let's do it again. Just because I'm enjoying this. Kev, you are in there, by the way. I know you think you're too cool to wear an orange bubble hat, but I'll tell you what. It'll cover up the grey. Will it be? God, be Kev Stephen. Please be Kev Stephen. Oh, Andrew, you nearly won again. Oh, it's Darren. Darren Smith. He'd look even cooler in a bright orange bubble hat. Sorry, Darren, if you've just tuned in and think you are the winner, you're not. This is fake news. That was just another practice spin to prove that it's not a sticky wheel. If I win another hat, I want Emma to have it. Oh, bless. Well, actually, do you know what? The only reason I'm not wearing the hat tonight is because I can't find it. And Emma swears she hasn't put it in the wash. She's put it in the wash. It's within the black hole that is our washing cycle. So I went for my next favourite hat, which is a gift from the very lovely, complimentary, always kind, gracious, old Kev Stephen. So, there you go. Snurefoli, what's up with Atticus and the new kit? Right, that's on my notes. Thank you, Snurefoli, for steering me towards my actual official show notes. New kit, entirely my fault. I've done nothing this week, team-wise, kit-wise. Jimmy from Atticus even emailed me to just sort of say, is everything okay, any updates kind of thing, and I emailed him saying, yes, I'll let you know in the morning, and didn't. Extremely rude of me, but I genuinely, this week's been a bit of a write-off, hence not doing the mini crit, having to pull out of the time trial. I've been not very active on the group, so apologies to everybody who's been missing me and missing my voice and my presence in the races. But yeah, it's been up towards Christmas, it gets a little bit like this for me, unfortunately. But my plan is actually, I think I finished the designs. I think I finished them in a format that is good enough to present to Atticus. But my plan is actually to go up there, because I went back and forth 4 or 5 times with Endura for them to get the colours right, and they kept having to reprint samples and send them back. And I may be wrong, but I'm not sure Atticus are set up to just blindly print something, and if I say no, the colour's out by a smidgen, them to run another one and keep going. I'm not sure if they have the facilities for that. So I think it would be only fair and an enjoyable experience and pretty good vlog content, let's be honest, if I go up north for a couple of days, show them exactly what I mean, take the existing kit so I know we've got a really good match, check all the quality of their kit, which I know is brilliant anyway, and then get things moving from that. I'd love to be able to say we can get it ordered and get something sorted before Christmas, but realistically that's not likely. So my aim is for me to have been there in the next week or two, and to start taking orders pre-Christmas, but it's likely to be sort of early January that we really get the process going in terms of production. So I hope that answered your question. Thank you for asking the question and like I say, steering me towards my pad. Nadia Mentz, who is this Jane Coates in the wheel? Oh, is it Jane's Coates? I think that was her brother James. I think I've misspelled James. Where is that? You can obviously see it on the list, can you?
Or can you actually see it in the wheel? Where is Jane? Oh, I'm going to have to try and find that now and correct it. That's going to annoy me. We've got so many bloody Jameses since Mr. Bailey decided to join our crazy gang. Anyway, I will find that. Apologies, Nadja, for spelling your lovely wife's name incorrectly. Mark Deal is here. Great to see you, my man. You're on the wheel, by the way. Joel Walker, I'm late. What did I miss? Ask Clampy. You didn't miss what much. Wine Babble. Spinning the wheel. You didn't win. Sorry. That's about it. Joe Walker, you were doing better than me, Skipper. On what? Points? Yeah, but you've only done one race, I think. 1 or 2 races. Thank you anyway, Joe. I really appreciate that. If you are referring to my position within the league, thank you very much. If it's something else that's sarcastic, Simon Gregory is replying to Snorefrely. Mrs. Gregory has offered to buy a WKG kit for me. Please be quick before I annoy her and she changes her mind. I will do my best. Like I say, I've not done anything team related this week. It's been horrendous. But I'm as eager to get it. I want an Atticus version of the current kit. And I hate to say it, I'm even more desperate to get the special edition jersey because, you know, it's black and gold. Come on. Mr. Lawrence, Marcus, are you doing TT Thursday night? The plan is yes. I haven't said yes to Gordon yet, which I'm sure is really annoying. But I don't want to pull out again. And then, well, last week I pulled out, came back in, then pulled out at the last minute. My schedule's a little bit hickledy-pickledy for this week. But at the moment, I'm going to say yes. I really hope so. I love doing that time trial. Jean-David Parry, Florida is pan flat. The only climbing are the overpasses. Carolinas, Arizona, or New England are more interesting. To be honest, Jean-David, you're selling Florida to me. Pan flat, bring it on. No, just kidding. Maybe not Florida, but somewhere along the East Coast, which makes it accessible to the likes of Mr. and Mrs. Grasso, Carlos Valadares. I'm sure there are some others that I am very embarrassingly forgetting. And also, it's a shorter trip over the sea, rather than going over the sea and the whole country. I'd just like to take in a US trip. Although winter weather is nice in Florida, yeah, it's a good idea. It means we can add one to the later on in the year. LeQ, so many excuses from the boss. What excuses for what? Not getting the kit out. It's coming. It's coming. Gordon Jackson, he's good at that. What excuses? I'm a freaking seasoned pro. Kev Stephen. Emma will be strutting down the street with a bobble hat on. She's a bloody big liar. It's true. She's out on a girls' night out wearing a bright orange bobble hat. Why not? I would. Kit ready for January sales. If Atticus offer me a January sale, by all means, I will pass the savings on. As long as I get my kit, I don't care. I'm not looking to make any money out of it. I do this. I make no secret of it. I love everybody having the kit. That's the number one kick for me. But very close is the fact that it's a cheaper way for me to get custom kits and custom bottles if I can mass produce them and sell them, because then get them cheaper. So I'm not going to lie about that. That is the plan. Hola, Mats Norwegian. Hola, Hans Patter Samuelson. Great to see you both. Andrew Lawrence, you and Kev Stevens had the same ability in real life cycling, or he just beat you all the time in any format. I'm not sure how to answer that. I can answer it truthfully and make Kev's evening, or I can answer in probably true Zwift fashion, where lots of things don't make sense. And yeah, our performances comparison in Zwift is nothing like our comparative performances in real life. I'll just leave it at that. There we go. Noel McGrath, Island Coast Ride is 2,500 kilometres. All right. Well, listen, maybe we won't do that one straight away. Holy crap, I've caught up with the comments. It looks beautiful, though. I think it was like a bike radar ride or a cycling pulse ride or something like that. It looked amazing. Obviously, it's, a lot closer than a lot of the places we've been travelling. Right, anyway, on to my show notes before anyone else comments. New course. Has anyone
got any confirmation that it needs steering, because if it does, that scuppers my next plan, which is to try and switch the mini crit or throw it into the mix with the mini crit races. But obviously that will eliminate a lot of riders that don't have the ability to use steering on it. So if anybody knows that it definitely has or definitely does require steering, please let me know. Anyway, I will be setting up the Critty Critty Bang Bang race. As I think I've already mentioned, the Zwift aren't scheduling any new regular events at the moment until they're looking to employ a new events coordinator, manager, whatever it is. And I am also led to believe that we are very close to getting some kind of club or team event scheduling system that we can use directly, which obviously is going to save them a lot of resources and time. So fingers crossed on that, but I'm really excited about it. The other thing I thought we could do is it actually works out about 54 laps to do a 111 on it, if anyone fancies that at any point. Which will bring me on to another point, the virtual NC500. I've narrowed down a couple more dates, or a couple more courses that are kind of the equivalent of the days we will be doing on the real NC500. So obviously it's the Big Foothills twice on day one. I've written down Road to Sky and then back down again, and then 9 times TikTok for day 2. I actually think that should be reversed, because the best test is going to be to do lots of distance relatively flat and then a big climb. So 9 TikTok, then up the Alp and back down again. Day 3, Greatest London Loop times 4. Day 4, it's basically a 111, a hilly reverse times 12. It's 2 kilometres longer than we're actually going to do, and the elevation is a little bit more, but we might as well push ourselves. Day 5 is the one I'm struggling with, 155 kilometres and 1,230 metres of climbing. So I need to give that a bit more thought. But anyway, the reason for mentioning this is looking at my personal schedule. I am going to look to start this on January the 2nd and ride every day until January the 7th. It's going to be... I'm going to try and replicate how I'm anticipating we're going to do it in real life. So ride through a few hours, stop, food, rest, whatever. Ride another few hours to cover the distance and the elevation each day. So I'm thinking on that basis it's not going to be as torturous as doing a 111, because it's not a race pace and it's not one continuous ride. So that's the theory. So if anybody wants to join me for all or any small or large part of that ride, please do. I'll probably end up making a t-shirt, a NC500 t-shirt. So, you know, that'd be maybe some kind of reward for anyone that completes it. But because I'm not going to schedule it as any kind of official event, it will be a little bit flexible on starting and finishing times. So likewise, feel free to just do it yourselves. But I'd love to see loads of WKGers completing a virtual 500, NC500, just so we can open our own little Hall of Fame, basically. Anyway, 2nd of January, if you want to join me for the first day, until the 7th of January. And that will take in stage 11 also of the league, but that is a downhill race, so it won't count for much. Right, let's quickly jump back onto the notes. Darren Hunter, it's not really something for Kev to brag about. What, being fast? Jesus Christ! Darren, I know you've got this new super duper hyper knee, but until we've seen it in action, you need to calm it down a bit. When you beat me, or if you beat me, then you can start making fun of me. Right, Ian Elston, time to look at the little black book. Yeah. No, because Emma's out. Noel McGrath, the Ring of Kerry. What is the Ring of Kerry? That is something, there was like a vicious rumour about a girl I went out with called Kerry at school, something to do with the Ring of Kerry. I'm not going to go into that. Kev Stephen, the special edition kit better be ready for June. Oh, of course it will. June, come on. All right, I'm slow in sorting these things out, but June. I want it by February, is in my mind. Well before the start of the outdoor season, the proper outdoor season. Simon Gregory, doesn't need steering. Jonathan Levy rode it on the other night. Ah, brilliant. Has he done a video? Please do let me know, because I will check that out. But that's great to know. So it's just another route, because I know it's an event-only route, so we can throw it into the mix. Brilliant. Paul Trilk, now that's getting very personal. Was this Darren having a go? Yeah, probably. Darren Hunter, 54 laps sounds good. I trust you'll be joining us, Darren, for that. Oh, can you imagine the arseache of just staying sat on a flat course, 54 laps. Oh, hey! One of our previous proud owners of the orange bubble hat, Aki Mott, has joined us. Good to see you, man. Darren Hunter, I might be able to do a downhill race. It's coming up 10th of Jan, something like that. Oh no, what date was it? It's somewhere between the 2nd and the 7th because I've included it in my thing. So, yeah, be good to see you there. Gordon Sloan, he does have a video of it. Excellent. Gordon Jackson, he's the bionic man now. Yeah, I know. If you come back and immediately start kicking ass, we're going to have to question the whole category system, because is that limb doping or joint doping? Well, that's something else, I suppose, isn't it? Joint doping. Noel McGrath, bike ride, one of the best in Ireland, Ring of Kerry. Okay. I figured it was. And I've just had too much of this delicious wine. Yummy. Simon Gregor, yes to the video. Thank you, dude. LeQ, will it be the same downhill race like last year? That's the plan at the moment. I suppose I could put up a poll. I could say poll as many times as I like tonight. Poll, without someone sniggering behind me. We could do a poll. Who wants to do the Alp to Zwift? Who wants to do original epic KOM from the radio tower downhill? It'd be good fun either way. Yes, French LeQ. Oui, Monsieur LeQ is what Kev meant there. Right, back to the pad. I've caught up again. Stage 9 preview. I'm excited about this one. Good chance of points, I feel. 2 times Richmond. Not everybody's cup of tea, but as a race, seems to be pretty popular as a race course. There's never anyone on there just riding around. I can kind of get that, but pardon me. But as a race course, I love it. So, hence why I probably won't be doing the cat race tomorrow night. I do fancy, if I can just stay in the right bunch, there are points to be had. And as of just before I came on air, not that many sea cats signed up. So, stay in bed, everybody, and let me get a big handful of points. Next up, latest Zwift update. Obviously, they've added the Crypt City course, which no one can use yet, and they've added the gravel bikes, which was actually nice, apart from the fact they didn't have any beautiful titanium bike porn. The nicest one I thought on there, obviously I'm a Cervelo fan, but it was actually the Canyon Grail, and that's the bike that divided opinion so much because of the hovering handlebars. But the more and more you see them, the less you even pay attention to that. Or in my opinion anyway, it's not the first thing I notice anymore when I see a Canyon Grail. It's actually become quite normal, and I wouldn't be surprised if other manufacturers start adopting that. But yeah, really, really lovely looking bike, and looks really good on Zwift. So I will be having a crack at maybe the mountain bike course on one of those, and through the jungle at some point. The big glaring problem from the latest update is they don't seem to have fixed the inconsistent distance counter. And I've only just this evening seen that young Ruben Visser got caught out by the fact he thought he had 300 metres to go, and then suddenly it pings back to over a kilometre or whatever it was. It's caught me out. Obviously, I should know these routes. We've ridden them so much, you should know where the finish line is. But when you're oxygen deprived, you've got sweat in your eyes, and you're blowing out your ass, quite often your only point of reference is that countdown, distance countdown, and yeah, it's a bit of a bugger, especially at the top of the Alp to Zwift. Yeah, I didn't really notice anything else. Maybe there are other things someone can let me know on that update, but that's all I saw. Right, hat giveaway, I've done that. Right, another U-turn, like with the Canyon Grail, tubeless. I'm swaying that way, and I'm embarrassed to say it because I've been I kind of said I'm on the fence, but I have been kind of anti-tubeless. I remember having a conversation with Sean about it, and the pain in the arse that it looks to be if you do get a puncture. The reason I'm swinging, and no, it's not because of those super sexy Chris King hub valves, even though they are you know, they're not completely irrelevant. They are in my mind. It's because my last 2 gravel rides, or rides on my gravel bike, I've punctured 3 tyres. No, it's not a tricycle. I punctured both tyres on my previous ride, and then the ride I did today, punched the front tyre. And I'm pretty sure they're just pinch flats. I couldn't see anything in the tyre itself. There's no suggestion of anything having broken the tyre, so I think they could be pinch punctures. And obviously that's something running tubeless you don't have to come across. And the main deciding factor was that changing the tyre today, because I'm running tubeless ready wheels and tubeless ready tyres, but not tubelessly, they're so tight in the bead. It took me freaking hours to get the bloody tyre off. Once it was off, putting everything back together again, piece of cake. But my God, are they hard to get off. So what I probably will do is maybe give it a go prior to the NC500 ride, because I don't want to be faffing around. If I don't get on with it, I don't want to have to deal with that on the NC500. If there is a marked improvement, then I'm hoping to buy some new wheels anyway. So when I get those wheels, I will probably get them set up already tubeless. So there you go, another little U-turn. I'm sure you found that really fascinating. I've written it in my book, so I have to read it. Right, an idea I had. I'll come to the comments in a second. An idea I had for a regular thing for this almost every Sunday weekly roundup. We have an abundance of brilliant bike techie people within our group. And I'm thinking, if during the week there's a specific question that somebody has, we can put it to one or more of these techie people. I'm thinking of you, Stevie Wongster, if you're watching. Kenneth Scramstead, if you're watching. I'm probably forgetting loads of others, but they're the 2 that immediately spring to my mind. I have very logical and educated knowledge of the right and wrong way to do things and how to fix certain things. So if you have any particular queries or questions, maybe they can be put to us during the week, and I will note down the details and the answers and go through them as though it was my idea. So it makes me look all techie. So anyway, just a thought. Right, let's jump into the comments. I got as far as French Le Q. There we go. Darren Hunter, pole. Off up the poles again from Paul Trail. ADZ, no pedalling needed. Yeah, you're right, actually, yeah. But I think I like that about the other one. The fact that it's about your timing, isn't it? I get your point, Darren. And every time I do out the Zwift, after I start rolling down, I literally get off, go and have a shower, come back out, and I'm still rolling down, clocking up the meters and the miles, so it's lovely. But it throws strategy into it when you do the other one. With just the little, tiny little rises, it means you have to be ready to attack. You can't just sit there and coast it, but we'll see. We'll do a poll. Like you, damn, I lost 12 kilograms since last year. It will be more difficult. The only person to be pissed off to have lost 12 kilograms. Good on you, man. Christmas is coming. You can pile the weight back on. Damn right. Someone, I think it was Noel, very wisely pointed out to me that I'm kind of wasting my time worrying about weight saving on the bike and weight saving with myself until after Christmas, because I'm a sucker for wine, sucker for cheese, sucker for chocolate, and there's going to be an abundance of it over the next few weeks. So I'm going to go all in. Well, that's the purpose of the VNC 500, to go all in with exercise to counteract the abundance of shite that I'll have consumed over the Christmas period, so I'm not too far behind when I get the proper training going for the NC500. Mr. Clampy, you can have a special cap for machine assistance for Darren with his knee, as Shauno with his e-bike. It's true. E-knees and e-bike category. Definitely. Mr. Gregory, I'm down for sweeping on the herd ride on Tuesday evening just before Richmond race. I think I may die. Good stuff. Right, are you C-Cat, Simon? Oh, you might be B, mightn't you? I always get these confused, but I'm hoping you're C, and I'm hoping the herd ride kicks your ass. Mr. Trilk, Marcus, as you keep reducing the weight of your gravel bike, when are we swapping out the titanium frame for a carbon one? I did consider that. Not that. actually. But I did wonder, at what point is it not the same bike? But anyway, the reason for my ride out today was I was doing, or trying to do, a 6-month review of the Planet X. And I did touch on the fact that the heart and soul of the bike is still there, very much. It's that gorgeous titanium frame and the brilliant 1x group set. But anyway, that video didn't go too well because, like I say, I got a puncture that took me years to bloody repair. And I forgot to take my USB cable for my power bank, so my GoPro ran out and I couldn't charge the batteries. Hey ho. Mr. Hunter, I can't wait to see the tubeless vlog. It's going to be pro. It's going to be pro. Anyway. I personally think the radio tower is best. At least you have the inclines where the Alp is just downhill. But happy to go with your kinky pole as it moves out. Yeah, well, I agree with you for once, Kev. I totally agree. But, like you, I am happy to bend to the pole. There you go. There's a little soundbite for you. No, I'm waiting for Clampy to already have put some kind of montage to trance music. Jason Arblaster triggers the broom. That's exactly it. It's like, it's the same broom. What is it? I've had the same broom for 15 years. I've changed the handle 10 times and the head 7 times or something like that. Absolutely brilliant. No, I'm not changing the frame. Love the frame. Mr. Newton, I use Durano Plus in winter. No punches, great tyres. Durano, what are they? Is that the make? What have I heard of Durano? Are they is that a Continental tyre? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are better, more puncture-resistant tyres than the ones I've got. But I'm liking running really low pressures, and that's not really conducive with running tubes, as it seems to be the case anyway. I don't know. I'm happy to do a little bit of trial and error, but it needs to be well before I embark on the NC500 because we're going to have enough to deal with on that, and most of the other guys are going to be waiting a long time at our sleepovers for me anyway. If, God forbid, I have a puncture, you can add another 2 or 3 hours to that wait time. Tubeless vlog will be like watching the Jolly Green Giant. I don't know what impression you guys have got of me, but clearly my vlogs are being taken in completely the wrong context. I find them incredibly educational. More swearing in the tubeless vlog than Frankie Boyle performance. It looks easy to do. It's getting the tyres off that's a problem. But I will start with them off and then start filming. Right, anyway, I have caught up with the comments once more. I've got nothing else on my pad other than to say we are 13 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So, as always, I'm going to beg for you to go and just tell anyone. Like, you've got a chatty checkout assistant in your local supermarket. She probably needs to know about this. Anyone you can think of, get them to subscribe. I've just out of view, I'm toying with the idea of showing you this. This is what I'm thinking is the prize for the one, well, not for the 1,000th subscriber, but another lucky dip kind of thing. It's not finished, so I'm reluctant. I'll show you. Okay, this is something I've been thinking of selling anyway, but I will give one away to the 1,000. No, not the 1,000th subscriber. Someone after we've reached 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Right, this isn't finished. There's still a fair bit of work to be done, but it'll give you an idea. But basically, custom WKG Lego figures. Alright, they might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm super excited about these. I bloody love them. I've made the bike as well. I'll show you that in a sec. I say I've made the bike. It's missing handlebars, stem, saddle, a few other bits and pieces. But anyway, yeah, none of this is painted, so I've only just finished sculpting it. But basically, you can see it has a full WKG kit on. Skin colour, facial hair, all of those details will be personalised to whoever wins or buys them. As will be the helmet shape, the removable glasses, which were one of the hardest bloody things to make, believe it or not. Just put those down there. Removable helmet. This is obviously an S-Works Aero kind of helmet. So yeah, customised Lego figure. And this is the start of the bike that's based on my Cervelo, but the hardest bit to sculpt has been the drop bars with the hoods. So That's quite a way from being done. I have put the deep dish carbon alloys on there, although the paint went funny on those ones. So there will be turbo trainers, clip-on wahoos, bottles with cages. There you go. It's endless. Anyway, that's going to be the prize. Right. Have you seen his YouTube clincher tyre change for F's sake? He went to work and saw the finish of the vlog. Yeah, but that was particularly hard, and everybody's acknowledged that those tyres brand new, on those wheels brand new, are bloody hard to get on. Since then, I've had a couple of punctures, and they pop them off, tube, pop it back on. Mr. McGrath, is it a lightweight Lego bike? Yes, it is. I have stripped it down to the lightest components that can possibly be fitted to it. You will get a choice of turbo trainer to match your real-life turbo trainer, obviously. The kickers will come pre-broken, and the vortexes will come with some pre-built power, added power. So they'll actually be, even at stationary, they'll be moving at 40 watts. Are the Lego bikes tubeless? I believe so. I'm not trying. Yeah, well, it's just a solid inner tube tyre, one-piece job. And very easy to change, so that gives me encouragement for my tubeless adventure. Cool Stop Bead Jack for tight tyres. Cool Stop Bead. That's obviously a brand or something, is it, for tight tyres? This is a type of tyre lever. I've got quite good tyre levers, to be honest with you. It wasn't really that. It was the tyre was almost felt glued. It was that tight to the bead, and very tight around the rim. Even when I managed to push it away from the bead, there was no give there at all. And as I was trying to lever it away, it was peeling up the tubeless tape, and it was just really tricky. Dave Stanley, my first bike had solid rubber tyres. There we go. So have the Lego bikes. Kenneth's here. Good to see you, man. I don't know if you've been and gone and come back again, but I just mentioned you. If you want to volunteer yourselves to be one of our regular tech tip somethings, our technicians, tech tip. Anyway, we're basically I want to ask if we get questions in of technical issues, bike setup issues, repair issues, just general guidance. You're one of the guys on my list as being somebody in the know. So those questions can be put to you, and then I will palm them off as my own responses in this live video every Sunday, or every-ish Sunday. Marcus' first bike had wooden. Yeah, Marcus's first bike had wooden wheels. I'm feeling that old. Right, I am done, people. 57 minutes. I thought I just saw the headlights of Mrs. Marcus Neal pulling in, but no, she will kill me if I'm still on this. Like I say, I'm supposed to be doing the Christmas tree. So I'm done. Didn't even get to the end of one glass of wine. It's not getting better with age, I'll tell you that. Right, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for joining me once again. I really look forward to these on Sunday nights, I honestly do. And I'm genuinely disappointed when it looks like I won't have the time to do it. And once again, I've turned no content into nearly an hour-long video. It's a skill. Not everybody has it. It's a skill. And I'm still talking. Look, I can't stop myself. I'm still going. Right, that's it. Congratulations to... I can't remember. I can't remember who it was that won. Congratulations to you. Paul Trill, shit, get that tree up now. Yeah, I'm going, man. She's not actually here, but she could be any minute. Thank you, everyone. And LaQ, get on with the kit. Yes, yep. Kit. New events. What else? Oh, anyway. Right, thank you, guys. Catch you all on the next one.